Hello.
Hey, hi.
Yeah, hey Ankit, how are you?
Hey, fine. What about you, bro?
Doing good, doing good. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's get started then. Juzer is a little bit busy, so I just decided to take it. So I hope it's fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I'm recording this meeting because right now because we also upload this, right? So just to be transparent. So yeah, it's gonna be taking notes as well into this. And yeah, I hope you're ready. This is gonna be really packed. I'm gonna get my notebook out as well, so we can have a proper discussion right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Okay. Let's get started then. So, how old are you?
Yeah, 20 years old actually, I'm right now.
20 years old. Nice. Okay. And like, what are you doing nowadays?
So yeah, actually I'm last year of my college right now. So most probably in the next coming couple of weeks, my exams is there. So yeah.
Mm. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's get started then. So,
Mhm.
tell us about your business agency. What are you doing right now?
Oh yeah. So back then in the month of June, it was just an idea. When I started this, um, in the month of September, I started this agency. Approximately 6 to 7 months ago.
Okay.
Uh, no, it wasn't just idea. I was watching a random podcast on where Nas Daily was explaining how the creator economy is going to boom in next coming decade. So I thought, okay, let's give it a chance because back then I also used to make business related type of content. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. So
Yeah.
in the month of September, I actually gone deep into this and research about more about what the industry is about, how we can execute the campaigns for brands as well as for influencer side.
Mm.
So yeah, that's how I started. And in the first month only, I landed a campaign. So it gave
Okay.
me a push that yeah, it's making money is easy. So yeah, from then I started. I never back.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Okay. So, what are the services that you're providing, and then what niche?
Okay. So basically, influencer marketing mainly divided into two categories, where mainly majority agencies monetize themselves. The first
Right.
thing is the talent management side. You see
Mm.
mainly the talents corporate only align with the agencies. So the first, the ways to monetize as an agency is talent management, and the second way is to go with the brand side, execute the campaign from the brand side. Okay,
Mm.
so I was into talent management side. So I was used to bring brands to talent, and in between I used to make 20% cut as a commission.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was in niche in fashion and lifestyle.
All right. Okay. Fashion and lifestyle. Okay.
Yeah.
So, in terms, can you explain a little bit more about talent management to me?
Okay. So talent management is nothing but it's mainly you have to support the uh, whatever the talent you are representing as an agency. So in terms of if they are facing mainly they are the talents, the influencers, mainly they are experts, whatever they are doing in their work. So mainly we only see the brand side. So we enable themselves, we make themselves to be a face of brands, and we directly pitch out the brand that hey, we have this creators, and he makes this type of content, and he is a unique in his category, and
Mhm.
if you like, you can collaborate with them with these
Oh, okay.
influencers.
So it's like a middleman service.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
middleman.
Okay. Okay, so what about the other side? What about the brand side?
Yeah, so it's a brand side. Actually, it's a consistent income. So that's why
Mm.
I'm starting to get into the brand side. So
Yeah.
in the brand side, they come up with a, dedicated influencer marketing budget,
Okay.
like digital marketing. So as you guys know, influencer marketing come under the umbrella of digital marketing, right?
Mm.
So yeah, they know brands are know the influencer marketing is going to be very big, and they are seeing the massive result while they are executing the campaign with influencers. So yeah, but there is a dedicated budget from brand side, and I'm looking to go to the brand side and help them to execute the campaign. Yeah, that's all.
Okay. Okay. So what's the aim of the campaign? Like, does it generate sales or what?
Yeah, mainly there are three type of this. It's awareness, repurpose, and we can say sales.
Mm-hmm.
So in this, you can only choose a two thing. You choose a awareness campaign or you choose a sales campaign. So
Right.
if suppose there is new company launched right now and they want to create a brand awareness, so they will
Mhm.
select the influencers mainly. The influencers they will select they will mega influencers, mega,
Yeah.
yeah.
So do you work with brands or influencers?
No, no, no. We actually previously worked with the influencers only, but now I'm
Mm-hmm.
shifting to brand side because yeah, as a long-term visionary, we have to sustain our agency to we have to work with brand side. So this gives you a regular chunk of income, and the
Okay.
talent side it was not a consistent income, so
Right.
that's why. Yeah,
Okay. Okay. Got it. All right. Yeah. So I understand. So you're currently want to go into the brand side.
yeah.
Okay. And you're doing digital marketing for awareness, sales, whatsoever. And
Mm-hmm.
that is in the fashion and lifestyle niche.
Personal lifestyle. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So I got that. What's your team like? Is it just you or do you have any partners, team members?
No, yeah, actually, I'm I'm right now only me, and there is my brother. Um, Yeah, cousin brother, and he mainly sees a business related kind of things, mainly the campaign execution part, and he probably work for part-time basis. So whenever I
Okay.
land a campaign, yeah, so he work on the part-time basis. But it's not
Okay.
typically hard from the talent side when I was executing the campaigns, but it's going to be tougher when it comes to the brand side. So yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So how's your experience been so far? How many clients have you closed?
Mainly approx I think 6 to 7 clients have close for our influencers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay. And what area?
here in the India only.
In India only. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So well, how are you basing your pricing model? Let's say, how are you getting paid in this?
So as I told you, that talent management side, we only take to 20% of the commission. Suppose a brand is paying our influencers uh, uh, 100K. It's in Indian rupees, we can say 1 lakh rupees.
Mm-hmm.
If the brand is paying 1 lakh rupees to an influencer, so we take a 20% commission, which will be eventually we end up getting 20,000 rupees.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the business model. Yeah.
What about the brand side?
Yeah, it's also typically it's mainly the brands majority agencies are shifting to SaaS model, but mainly but it's not sustainable I think from the SaaS side. But I also tried making money from the SaaS I'd say. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so I
Okay.
think mainly they charge 15% commission on each campaign.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
per sale that you generate, you get 50% commission?
No, 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 no. It's all over campaign. If suppose a brand is dedicating, we have worked for Dennis Lingo
Okay.
previously with my. It's a basically we had done a campaign for Dennis Lingo. Basically we have white label my service for a big agency.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Previously we have worked for. So what they have cracked, they have cracked a 5 lakh campaign. So on 5 lakh they have charged 15%.
Okay. So you get it from the total spending that they're doing. You get some cuts.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
So
right? Okay.
15% of on whole campaign will get 15% of the. Yeah.
And you told me you're working for another big agency. So are you directly working with brands or is there some more connections?
No, yeah. There I so basically mainly we have worked for directly with brands when it comes to talent side. So when I was
Right.
representing my talent, so I work with that idea. If I was also approaching big agencies about the hey we also have this type of talent. So one of the agencies told me hey I love to have this talent, and if you have similar kind of talents with you in this genre same genre you can provide us one. So where
Mhm.
there we have executed the campaign for this, so we can call it
Okay.
a white label agent, yeah, white label service.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
All right. Hmm. So I'm trying to understand currently how many clients are you working for?
As of now, I'm not working for any of clients in a fixed model, but I'm exploring. I'm going to explore. That's why we are
Okay.
here. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, let's go into that then. So I'm understanding your business model mainly. But the biggest thing I'm still sort of confused about is how do you get paid in this? So are you like, what's your process like? Let's say whenever a lead comes or is there a potential business opportunity, how do you convert that lead into money for you?
So the talent side, it was actually sorted. So we'll take the amount of commission, but but the brand side, even I don't know how I will take the commission, or it will be a retainer basis. So that's where I was actually brainstorming the ideas, and I talked to some of the agency owners, but they are also new in this. So they mainly charge on 50% on the brand spending. So
Right.
as I
Okay.
told you, suppose a brand is spending 5 lakh on 5 lakh on influencer marketing.
Yeah.
So they are charging 15% on 5 lakh rupees. So
Okay.
that's a model as normal agencies do as of now. But I'm
Mhm.
also looking for that only, or I'm also trying to get on the SaaS model. If it works, we'll go like SaaS model. It will be give a repetitive income. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So explain a little bit more about the SaaS model to me. Why are you looking to, go back to it later on?
Basically, I'm experimenting with both of the model in the retainer model, the SaaS model, as well as the percent model. I don't know much about the in depth about the both model, but I am going to
Hmm.
experiment, which will, if it will create a win-win situation, then I'll stick to one of the model. So yeah.
Why do you like the SaaS model?
Uh, mainly, I think mainly the big agencies are shifting to SaaS model. So thought this will going to be a future. So let me try. If it works, then it will be good situation for us.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it then. So see, the way that you can generate income, there's many different opportunities here, right?
Mm.
But now I want to understand, like, what's the biggest struggle that you're facing right now?
So yeah, the biggest struggle I was to actually go to the brand side, and I don't know how they respond to agencies, how they give the contracts to agencies. So yeah, that's my biggest. So yeah,
Okay. Okay. What's your agency's name, by the way?
viral candy media.
Wire what?
Viral Candy Media.
Candy Media. Okay. Got it. Okay. So right now, are you doing anything to contact these brands, or what is methods of outreaching to get in touch with them?
So yeah, I've extracted mainly approx 500 leads to LinkedIn and extracted their phone number as well. So I'm
Okay.
doing a cold from yesterday. Only I started to do cold call, and I'll be happy to share with you that out of 10, done a cold call. Out of 10, 6 were responded, and they were a positive response. Means
Okay.
they were not like US type of clients.
Oh,
Uh,
right. Yeah.
yeah, so mainly 6 were actually generous, and out of 4, the rest remaining 4, 2 were not responded, and the 2 were not interested on our surveys. So 6,
Okay.
yeah.
So, did you manage to book a meeting with them?
No, I won't able to. So basically, out of 6, they told to they are working with another agencies, and they
Hmm.
are more likely to come in the future.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the thing is that, see, the main method of success for cold calls is just when you book in a meeting. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't really consider this as positive response. I mean, sure, it was the very first 10 calls, but you do realize that you need to book in meetings, right? We need the cash collected at the ending. That's the
Yeah.
main point of view here. So,
Mhm.
okay, that's good. So cold calling has given you a positive response, but I want to understand that do you only want to focus on India or do you want to do any other countries?
No, I want to expand it globally, but for the class flow, for the team building, I have to start from India, and I think India has a good market as of now. I think, wow, yeah,
Okay,
and
okay, so
mainly the
like, go ahead.
yeah, mainly the brands. Even in the month of December, I was about to land a client. You heard about the Xiaomi mobile?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, so they were launching a campaign, and via a big agency contacted us for our talents, and
Oh,
we were supposed to get a client on revenue, 70 lakh. It was a revenue.
Okay.
from the yeah. So brands are spending a good amount of money
Yeah,
as
they
well
are.
as
Of course. Yeah.
and for yeah, it was about for 3 month campaign and the budgets were approx 2 crore rupees.
Okay.
So, but eventually, if, in the last moment, we weren't able to crack that campaign. But yeah, I think there is also a huge money in as of now India. But in couple of years, I might be expanding on globally. Or if it
Okay.
get yeah sorted in India, I'll be expanding. So my
Mm-hmm.
main motto is to dominate in Mumbai as of now. In
Okay.
this, yeah.
Okay. And like, can you explain what happened with that Xiaomi deal?
So actually they were price sensitive. So they were saying that 70 lakh was too much for them, and they were expecting approx 45 lakh rupees. 45, yeah. So that's why.
Okay. All right. So I want to understand, do you want to, what do you specifically want to do for your own agency? Do you want to directly work with brands or do it with agency? Because in my perspective, I like it's just white labeling that's going on, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
another agency is contacting you, they're probably getting a higher cut. On top of there's
Mm-hmm.
another agency, and it's a repeated pattern. So do you want to do it through
Mm-hmm.
a white label model or do you feel like it's better to do directly with brands?
No, yeah, that's where I'm struggling with this only. So
Okay.
previously I was doing the white labeling type of services, and I end up making a decent amount of money in that. Not a decent money yet, but as काम चलो money. But right now I'm exploring with the directly from brand side.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah.
like, see, in terms of working directly with brands, I'd say right now for you, it would be quite hard to directly build connections to big businesses, right? Like it's not gonna happen like that. So instead, what you can do is focus on maybe some medium scale businesses or the lower end businesses, get sales, get revenue, get generate some great results for them as well, build
Mhm.
connections in the market, and then you can expand from there, right? And either ways, actually, the white label model can work for you as well. I mean, if it's generating good income for you, right? If it's generating at least like some stable source, then you can continue that. But eventually, your end goal should be the only connection should be directly with the brands itself. That's just how simply the business model works. Or else you're never gonna be making much of the cuts, right? So right now, you're doing cold calls. Is there anything else that you're doing?
Sorry.
You're doing cold calls to get in touch with directly with brands, right?
Yeah, directly with yeah brand marketing managers. Yeah.
Okay. Any other methods?
So we can also do email marketing as well, cold calling. And I think the cold calling is a very effective way to communicate with them. Um, and previously also I've seen some booked brand for my talents also. So I think the cold calling will be helpful and they are
Hmm.
a easy response. So I think I will go for the cold calling side. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay. So in terms of the fashion and lifestyle industry, see, you know more about the niche than I do, and you've
yeah.
had the experience over the past few months or so. So I'm sure you've done your market research on this as well. Where does your ideal lead stay? In the fashion niche, in the internet, or in like the market? Where do they spend most of their time?
Mainly they are active on their WhatsApp because
Okay.
yeah on WhatsApp on their WhatsApp as well as on LinkedIn.
Okay. Okay, what's one? I think LinkedIn is a really good method because big business
Yeah.
owners they're all over there. So what I would recommend for you to do is like do LinkedIn outreach mainly. LinkedIn
Mm.
outreach and cold calling. And honestly speaking, cold calling is one of the best ways because you're
Yeah.
directly in touch with the person, right? So what's your KPIs like? Like, how much are you hitting numbers daily and like what's your target?
So as of now, yesterday only I started this doing
Okay.
cold call. So yeah, actually yesterday I told you that I approx I did 10 to 15 cold call.
Mm-hmm.
10, approx 10 cold call. So yeah, I'm going to expand approximately 50 cold call a day.
Yeah,
Jobs.
that's good.
And I think it's in India. There are no. I think it's a new kind of thing. I won't recognize the. Mainly, I think it's a cold call is a new thing in India. I think. What do you think?
Not really. It's like over the past 10 to 15 years, but because of the oversaturation, it's becoming way too popular and everyone knows it now. I mean, if you look 10 years ago, it wasn't, but like now it is. It genuinely is. because I tried cold calling last year in India, in
Mm-hmm.
Mumbai, Bangalore, and etc.
Mm-hmm.
Not that bad, but like still, you need to be better than others. That's the thing. You have to be better than others in cold calls. I mean, you cannot be too salesy in the cold call. You cannot say, "I'm Ankit calling you from viral candy media whatsoever." That doesn't work anymore. You have
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
more subtle. You have to be better at sales. So, help me go through your sales right now. How what's your script, right? Like script for cold calling.
So what I did, there is a guy named Saad Muhammad. He's
Oh
based
yeah, I
out,
know.
yeah,
He's in Dubai, right?
sorry, yeah, he's based out of Dubai. So what
Yeah.
I did, I uh, scrap all the details, what the script he uses,
Mm.
pasted on Google Doc and submitted to on ChatGPT.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Yeah.
That's weird.
So ChatGPT gave me the option because similar kind of he's doing a similar kind of service, social
Mm.
media related service. He's
Mm.
actually in video production. So it's
Yeah,
it's a
he's
similar
organic
kind of
trading.
objection I face on daily basis. So I thought it will be similar. So what I did, made a script and what are the objection he faces on regular basis and how he acknowledge the objection and how he do a conversation with his prospect. And I actually am impressed with this guy.
Mm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's how I copy pasted on ChatGPT and ChatGPT gave me the objection and I use it on regular basis. So yeah, that's where I'm
Yeah, that's
getting.
perfect. I'd say that's like the best way. That's a really smart thing you did, kid. Because
Yeah.
even, I'll give you like a cheat code right now, even for, let's say, personal brand scripts or something like that. We have just
Mm-hmm.
given ChatGPT all of our old scripts that we have, understand our speaking style, and make a new script. Just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Same for copywriting, same for any sales whatsoever.
Yeah.
You give it some things, okay? Then it's gonna understand the language of how you guys speak and whatsoever. So that's good. But at the same
Mm-hmm.
time, that's Saad's perspective. Now, you need to be unique in the way that you say it. Like, how do you talk? You're talking with me right now, right? So your
Mm-hmm.
script needs to resonate that. So,
Mm-hmm.
same with my cold calling script. The thing is, my cold calling script is different from Juzer's. It's different from
Yeah.
Faisal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because each person has a different speaking style whatsoever. So, what
Mm-hmm.
I generally do is I like to be a little bit more direct and concise. If a
Mm-hmm.
person is genuinely interested, they will come. If not, then whatever. Move on to the next call. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you my cold calling script. Maybe you saw the video as well, but generally it's just, are you open for some more work? That's all. Like, are you open for some more work? It works out quite well, especially here in Georgia. Everyone,
Mm-hmm.
most of the time, they are gonna say yes. They will say yes. That yes, they're open for more work. Then
Mm-hmm.
after that, what you do is you build value. That I've been working with a couple of businesses for in your case, fashion business in your area,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm helping them get more work and getting more sales whatsoever, right? So
Mm-hmm.
then that trust is built, and then you go on to the pitch, see if they're interested, see what's up, test it out. But again, the main thing is that you need to get them to have a proper call with you, so then you can test with hooks. Saad uses really good hooks. I saw some of the hooks being like, one of them was if I told you this was a cold call, would you throw your phone out the window?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
These are like really good. So it's interesting. You can really mess up with the hook, see what's working out. But the what we believe, I told this to some other guys as well. Getting leads for you is also doing the same marketing that you're doing for your clients, right? You're generating sales for yourself. Now, if you know about advertising and stuff, you definitely know about split testing, A/B testing, whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's the same for us. It's the same
Mm-hmm.
for us marketers getting more clients. Is that we have to see, okay, let's try this script, see how it works out, try another script, see how it works out, whatsoever, and you move on forward from there. So you have just started cold calling. So an actionable step for you would be continue this for a week, hit at least 50 calls per day. Okay, hit
Mm-hmm.
genuinely 50 calls per day. See
Mm-hmm.
what's up, see how many meetings you get out of
Mm-hmm.
it. And then if you don't get any meetings, okay, then we change the script. If you don't get a positive response, you change the
Okay.
script and move on forward from there. That's just how it works. You just have to stay strong and you have to like continue the hard work whatsoever. So okay, that's for client outreach. You've got that settled now. Cold calling,
Mm-hmm.
you can do LinkedIn. I used to do LinkedIn as well, but it wasn't really working, right, for
Okay.
us. But who knows? For fashion and lifestyle, it might work. But I'll tell you something from my own experience, okay?
Yep.
Each niche has people living in a different area. You told me that it's mainly through WhatsApp, it's through LinkedIn. For us in real estate, it's Facebook groups whatsoever. So
Mhm.
I want you to do some in-depth market research, find out
Okay.
more in terms of a fashion and lifestyle business owner. Okay, thinking
Mhm.
from their perspective, because everyone is there in the internet. You just have to find out where they are and how to access those people. For us, this
Mhm.
was real estate groups in Facebook, and we killed it there. We found out our main ICP living there, and they were posting all these different stuff. So we contacted them. Boom, easy close, just like that. So
Mhm.
similarly, the
Mhm.
fashion industry will have people living in a specific area, right, in the internet. So you
Mhm.
need to think it from the perspective of a fashion business. Where would they spend most of their time, right? How would they, spend their daily day on Instagram or whatsoever? And how can I get in touch with them? So these are some things to think about. Right now, focus on cold call LinkedIn, see how it works out. But then,
Mhm.
there's thousands of ways of reaching out to people.
Yep.
Instagram outreach, and cold DMs through Facebook,
Mhm.
Facebook groups,
Mhm.
whatsoever. Email marketing is also a great thing. Actually, if you manage to find the right leads through emails and you send mass emails, then
Mhm.
that's even perfect. You be direct, straight, go up with an offer, and that's all. Now, I want to move to the next thing. Do you have any offers that you're providing?
As of now, I've not created I don't know how to give a guarantee, so I've not created a irresistible offer.
Mhm.
But yeah, yeah, I've not
Do you
created
want
as
to
of now.
create one?
Sorry.
Do you want to create one?
Yeah, I'm damn excited. It's great if
Okay, okay.
we.
So let's create one. I think an offer, an irresistible offer, is one of the best things that you can do because Alex Ramosi said this that if you have an offer that no one
Mhm.
can resist, there's nothing stopping you from closing anyone. You have to build an offer that is just too damn good that people can literally say that okay, this seems suspicious. Is there any catch? I don't know if you saw in the chats with Devendra. He's one
Yeah,
of the
I
guys
saw.
in the
Yeah,
mentorship. That guy literally said, "I don't know. Is there a catch to this or what?" So that's how building what a good offer does to you.
yeah,
He
yeah.
got a meeting on Monday. Let's see what's up and let's see what the show up. But yeah, he's getting some responses from them. So that's the thing. Let's build an offer for you. So this step-by-step framework on building an offer is like I'm gonna open a document and I'll share this with you as well. But it's divided into three parts, and if you cater an offer built on that, then you'll get a really good, nice offer from it. So I'll show you the
Mhm.
doc. Have you seen this document or not? I think we provided this a lot, but
Yeah, I've seen that on our WhatsApp, right?
yeah, on WhatsApp, yeah, okay, yeah. But pretty much it's this: you provide a specific result in a given
Mhm.
time frame, and what's gonna happen if you don't do that? That's all. That's all that's there. Now, in different niche, it's different. For you, it's different as well. So, what results do fashion businesses like? What are the results that they are looking for?
So basically, it depends on the campaign, which campaign they are executing. Every month, it's changes. So
Okay,
mainly, suppose a brand is launching their new apparel, suppose they are launching their new Akatsuki. You heard about? Mainly, it's a popular anime, Naruto based theme. They are launching their new apparel, so they are
right.
going to do a brand awareness on that. And if they, yeah, and at the time they are going to do only one campaign awareness, or they want, or other was sales campaign. So yeah,
Okay,
it's totally different. The awareness is different and the sales is different. So mainly I have talked with the top industry agency leader who are dominating in right now in India space. So
okay,
they, yeah, those were saying that you don't say that brand, you so you don't say to bank that we are going to give you this amount of sales if you log this influencers. Tell
mhm,
them that we are going to give you this. We are going to manage your campaign. So I am not clear about how we are going to, but yeah, eventually I think
right.
when I, hmm,
Okay, yeah, no, that's a good point you mentioned actually, and this is where the differences of niches come, and it's a really good point
yeah,
because in
hmm,
the fashion industry, it's a product, it's not a service, right? We're
yeah,
not
yeah,
really we're selling a product, not really a service. So I
hmm,
mean, you cannot provide or promise 1,000
yeah,
sales. That's like insane, and it's like way
yeah,
too
yeah,
quantitative, right? So what we can do Is that, let's say, what's your retainer that you're charging? Like, what's an average price that you're charging people?
So according to SaaS model, I created a three type of retainer. Even I don't know much about how should I charge, but I've seen and brainstorming myself. I've created a three retainer model, which is 35 and 35,000. I'm going to give 15 to 20 influencers.
35,000 INR, right?
Yeah, INR. I'm going to give 15 to 20 influencers. 90,000 INR. I'm going to give approx 40 influencers. You can say.
Okay.
And the next one is 120 influencers. You will get around 1,50,000 approx. So this three I've created. I'm not sure that it's going to be work or how the brand manager is going to react on this, but
Mm,
on this the 35,000 category, I think mainly the brand managers are uh, more likely to get that service 35, because I have I've done studies around what are the other brands are doing, how many influencers they are collaborating on their Instagram as well. So I've seen that they are not collaborating with as much as influencers, up to 20 influencers.
mm,
So for in starting, I am trying to get 35,000 approx 20 influencers I can give as a from my side.
okay.
And if I get a client and there is another guy, he gives a consulting call. So I'll ask them, so what the agency model look like in this influencer marketing. He's based out of India only.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, yeah, I talk to him and he is charging a consulting call. And I don't
Mm,
have right now that amount of fees to pay him. So
mm,
that's where I'm going to get in the market and know what are the brands are looking for as of now, and what are the pain points they have right now.
right.
And yeah,
Okay, so
and
specifically, what are fashion brands looking for?
yeah,
Right.
fashion, beauty, and lifestyle. Yeah, these three
Okay,
brands.
bro, to be honest, you don't need to pay for a consultation call from there to get that value. I mean, obviously, like, they are going to help because they are in that niche, but everything is there on Google. Everything is there on the internet. So I think what you can do is
Mm-hmm.
that, honestly, just outreach to fashion businesses and business owner, just have an
Mm-hmm.
open discussion with them. This is something that we're planning to do as well because we want to understand what is the biggest pain points in real estate in Dubai specifically.
Okay.
Now we sort of figured the pain points as we're going. For
Mm-hmm.
example, the fact that the brokerages that the agents are providing, right,
Yep.
they're not getting good leads from there. So that's why they're
Mm-hmm.
looking for marketing. Similarly, right, for you, honestly, you can try to see any specific fashion, groups or networking events, something like that, and just talk with the community. Talk with
Mm-hmm.
the community, figure out
Mm-hmm.
what's conduct surveys because even we're planning to conduct a survey between real estate agents and
Okay.
figuring out what's the biggest pain points. And that's
Mm-hmm.
how you then cater an amazing service and find out what's the biggest issue. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what I recommend is that try open for partnerships with
Mm-hmm.
people. Okay, see what's up with them, see what's the biggest pain points, and research in depth about this. I still think you need to do a little bit more of niche research to
Mm-hmm.
understand what's the biggest problem in
Yeah.
like the fashion industry. Do you get what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Agree, agree.
Right. Okay. I have another question. So the way that you're getting these people awareness and sales, is it just through influencer marketing or are you doing ads and etc. as well?
So now mainly these guys are, I saw this pattern. So mainly these guys see the what are the big players, means the suppose what are the big players are doing and how they are performing. So mainly Indian brands I've seen, they follow Swiggy, Zomato more because they are
Right. Okay.
ahead of marketing. They are doing good, very good in the marketing space. So they are following mainly the mid-level brand and the lower level brand. They follow Swiggy or Zomato, and
Mm,
whatever they are doing in the couple of months, they replicate on their marketing channels, and yeah, they start to execute it on that
mhm.
campaign. So what they have did, so mainly Swiggy has started this. I saw this pattern. So what they have did, they are collaborated with a bunch of influencers in food category niche, and what they have did, so so they they collaborate with them, the food influencers, and they run an ad on Facebook and
Okay.
Instagram, and it was actually pretty good, pretty well good for Swiggy, and it's now replicating it. Other brands are starting to replicate this type of service. Yeah.
Okay. So, but what about the fashion industry? Like, you haven't answered my question probably. Like, for you, what are you providing to them? Is it influencer marketing or also ads and etc.? What are the
No,
ways that you're generating revenue for them?
for them, not has it in terms of revenue. We can. I'm providing them an influencer service. So they have a headache. They don't know how to negotiate with influencers. They don't know
Right.
how to deal with influencers. Some influencers charge uh, very high prices. They don't know the industry CPV. They don't know industry CPV, how the influencers charge, what are the legal contracts they can, uh, what are the legal contracts they do. So that's how they
That's where you
hire.
help them with.
Yeah, that's where we help the process streamlines and make them more efficient. So by the end of the day, we say that um, so they don't have to hire their in-house team. The only core members they have to hire for their marketing. So suppose one guy is handling all the influencer marketing and they are outsourcing like labor task. So labor task will be I will calling that labor task will be in influencer marketing will be calling the influencers, hey, and negotiating this. So this brand is this, and they are giving this, and yeah,
Okay.
that's
So again, this is like sort of a middleman service, right? Your
it's a
company is.
yeah.
Okay, got it. Yeah. Yeah, see, apologies, but like I'm still trying to understand your business model to a greater extent because what you're doing is quite unique and different, right,
Mhm,
compared to everyone else.
mhm.
And I wouldn't say this is traditional SMMA, that's the thing. So that's why it's different, you know.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's still intriguing. It's very intriguing. I like what you're doing. But okay,
mhm,
so you're helping them finding influencers and you're
mhm.
helping influencers find work. That's pretty much it, right?
Yeah, you can say it like that.
Okay. Okay. All right. And you're not doing anything in terms of generating, let's say, increasing their sales or increasing their directly what I'm saying.
No. Basically, the main big agencies are not guaranteeing their sales because
Right.
even they don't know the influencers are going to generate this amount of sales or not.
Yeah. Yeah, this
That's
is where it's
that.
gonna be tricky to build an
Yeah,
offer
that's where
because
it's
right.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah, go ahead, what were you saying?
No, that's where was saying that it's become the tricky. Big players are not doing so. If I do a guarantee and what if not works, and
Okay.
even I'm following there's a guy called named Suhit Amin. He's actually running an influencer marketing approx a decade,
Hmm.
and he's based out of UK.
Okay.
So he only says that it's in a baby stage right now, and mainly the brands are doing A/B testing on regular basis, and even the mainly the big brands don't know how to leverage the influencer marketing. After the lockdown period, it started booming influencer
Yeah,
marketing
yeah, true.
everywhere. So even the big brands don't know how to leverage influencer marketing. So they are uh, so they are brainstorming themselves how we can do best awareness campaign, best how can I. So even they don't know so how can a small player like us, a 6 month agency know all over that. So I've seen this type of kind of pattern, and yeah, that's
Okay. Oh, but these are good problems to have. It's not like it's a bad problem. It's a really good problem,
yeah.
right? I want to understand, let's say, for getting in touch with influencers, how do you do that? How do you get
Getting
them influencers? Yeah, you
so
raise.
it's a very easy. Mainly the influencers are on Instagram. So we say that hey, suppose I'm reaching out for a brand. So brand X influencer name.
Right.
And so hey, we are doing a campaign with this brand and would love to have you for this campaign. Can you express your thoughts on commercial, how much you are charging for a reel and a story? And that's how they reply back very easily. If I'm
Okay.
sending a yeah.
All right. So this might be risky, but I'm getting an offer in mind. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
because essentially what you're promising or where you're getting them is influencers. That's where you're getting to brands, right? So you can promise a certain amount of influencers who are going to advertise for for their company in this specific set of budget, and then that's the result that you're providing. Do you get what I mean?
No,
It's
I didn't get. Can you
it's pretty
yeah.
much that you're promising a number of influencers that will
Okay.
advertise your business. Let's say you're doing it for us, you're doing it for Excelify. Okay, what you would do is like you'd come to me and say, "Hey man, I'm gonna get you 10 influencers to promote Excelify, 10 big influencers to promote Excelify. That's gonna boost your, I don't know, growth, sales, whatsoever, etc." And if I don't able to do that, then we have the if not statement. Do you get what I mean? So you're promising influencers. You're not doing any, let's say, we're gonna double your revenue whatsoever, or we're gonna get you this much amount of sales, like or qualified leads that we do. We promise them 20 qualified leads in 90 days, or else we work for you for free. Similarly, the results that you're providing, I'll show you my screen. The result that you're providing is you're providing influencers, right? You're not
Yeah.
providing qualified leads. Essentially here the thing is that it's like influencers are the market, right? It's not leads, it's influencers. So
Yeah.
that's the quantitative like thing that we can do. That okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna guarantee these many influencers are gonna come in and promote your business. And
Yeah.
if I don't do this in the next 30, 60, 90 days or so, then, very simple. I work for you for free until you do it, or, I give you the money back whatsoever, etc. So now this is on you, right? How many influencers you can promise. But I would say like from an entrepreneur like myself and a business owner, if someone
Mm-hmm.
came up to me and told me that, okay, 10 influencers, big influencers are going to advertise my business, that's sick. I would definitely go ahead with it. It's an
Mm-hmm.
irresistible offer. And if I'm being protected that, okay, if 10 influencers don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
and you're gonna give me the money back, that's an amazing offer. I'll go ahead with you. Right. I'll go ahead with you. So do you get the gist of it? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm getting it. No,
How do
I'm
you feel
actually
about
also
it?
okay. So I'm also quite brainstorming on this. So I can give it to them that um, I'll give it to you if suppose you choose a uh, 20 influencer pack. So you will get this amount of view impression
Mhm.
on your business. Or if I won't able to achieve this type of influence impression, I'll work for free or this type of thing. I was also not in terms of sales, but I am going to give them a engagement. So they are also
Mhm.
looking for engagement. So suppose an average influencer are looking for 4% engagement. So I will tell them, "Hey, okay, I will give you the 4% engagement rate influencers, and yeah, this uh, views they will generate. And if we won't able to, suppose they want to hit million with five influencers or two influencers, so I'll provide this while keeping in mind. And if I don't, I'll money back. Yeah, so I can offer this. Or yeah, I was also intrigued about how I am going to create an offer around this guarantee. So I'm going to, yeah, it's on when they are going to come on the sales call. I'm going to analyze and see the pattern. What are the mainly brand managers are facing that. So accordingly, I was thinking to create an offer.
Right.
Right now, I'm just trying to get enough.
Mm.
Yeah,
No, I hear you. I understand that you're trying to see what's the problem with that and you should go ahead with it. But my
yeah.
only concern would there be is that what we believe is that you do offer first and then you market that offer. That's the way that you actually get the qualified sales meeting, or else it's like a waste of time. And honestly, getting those sales meeting is going to be a challenge then because there's not really an incentive. If you're, let's say, in the outreach method, you're saying that, okay, we work with big influencer whatsoever, and we're going to help you promote this, what, etc., etc. Getting them
Mm-hmm.
on the sales call is going to be a
Mm-hmm.
challenge. That's why what we directly do is even we're running ads for ourselves, right? So
Mm-hmm.
we're directly just slapping our offer in our marketing, right?
Okay.
If people have an offer and if they see that if this doesn't happen, then the I'm going to be safe in this investment, then they're
Mm-hmm.
more inclined to come to the meeting, and you'll get much quality meetings as well, right?
Okay.
because they're directly being sold. They know that okay, this guy's gonna charge me something. That's why he's
Mhm.
saying the money back guarantee. So it's gonna be much easier for you to close and make the money, right? But that's also where you can go ahead. You can see what's the issue and find then develop an offer. But what
Mhm.
you told me about this engagement and promising a certain amount of views, I want
Yeah.
to understand this. Let's say you get some influencer. We're not betting on influence. Let's say that, right?
Mhm.
You're betting on the amount of views that you promise whatsoever engagement.
Mhm.
Is it really a predictable amount? Like, can you predict views that come on from an influencer?
No, I will. There is a very large database of influencers I have right now.
Right. Yeah.
So on that, what we do, we analyze the last 10 posts of influencers. Suppose
Mhm.
they are mainly the brands look at the views. So what we do, suppose brand want consistent, suppose 1 lakh views they want for per influencers. So
Hmm.
what we do, we analyze the influencers and we see the influencers that getting approx 1 lakh view or more than that. So we'll give to a brand. So they if they like, we'll collaborate with them. So there, it's a tricky part. I think I'm seeing this in this, and yeah,
Okay.
even even the I'm seeing the podcast. There is a big agency called Viral Nation. It's
Hmm.
based out of I think UK only. So he's a pioneer in this influencer marketing agency.
Okay.
So he was also saying that it's tricky to um, guarantee sales.
Hmm. No, of course, guaranteeing sales is tricky.
Mm,
You cannot do that as well. Even we don't guarantee sales because there's too much things that come into this consideration. So what I'm thinking is that see, firstly, find
yep.
out what other influencer marketing agencies are doing out there.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I want you to do that. Like, understand what they're doing, see
Mm-hmm.
what's their process in terms of like offers, in terms of how they click clients and whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is honestly your choice. What I personally believe is like you should come up with an offer and then you start outreaching properly people on that because that's how you can generate just very quickly you can get results and you can get the
Mm-hmm.
meetings booked and money whatsoever. The other method you can go ahead is
Mm-hmm.
first understand the market, understand what's going on, and then
Mm-hmm.
cater an offer and then specifically target the offer. Right. There are both ways that you can go do it. Just the second way I have a concern, the way that
Mm-hmm.
you will get sales meetings. There might not be many sales meetings that are coming in, right?
Yeah.
If you have a direct irresistible offer, right, and people are seeing that, then they will
Mm-hmm.
be intrigued and then they'll happily come on a meeting whatsoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's similar to like what we're doing with Devinder as well. He's providing ads and he's like a traditional SMMA, but the thing is he's ready to put in his own money right now and run
Mm-hmm.
ads for others. Now, if you would just come up to someone and say, "Hey, I do advertising marketing, come on a
Mm-hmm.
call with," me," no one's gonna come up. Instead, we built an offer with him first. Like we said, okay, I'm gonna put in my own money for you, and if
Mm-hmm.
you don't get and if you get results, then we work together.
Agree. Yeah, I totally
Offer
agree
first,
on.
and then we come onto the meeting, right? So that's how it's gonna work, I guess. So now it's up to you. Do you want to build an offer first, or do you want to analyze the market first?
No, I thought in the initial phase, what I was doing, while yesterday also while doing cold call, I was keeping in my mind. So I want to have a conversation. What are the pain points they are having in influencer marketing? So I was about asking the pain points. So some prospects say that hey, we don't handle the pressure of doing the campaign of related to influencer marketing.
Yeah.
Uh, some people said about they are already in touch with the agencies, and yeah, there was mainly different pain points of different
Right.
brand marketing managers. So even I am confused on which on what uh, platform what foundation I should offer.
Hey, see, honestly, that's a good point you mentioned because you don't really need a direct offer to settle
Hmm.
down in right now.
Yeah.
So you don't have to, let's say, I'm not saying not having an offer. You even if you have this offer, you don't have to continue it forever. Again,
Hmm.
it's a split test. you analyze what even we I'm realizing right now as well. We had so many different offers before we finalized into one particular one. So
Yeah.
go ahead with one offer right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We'll analyze and pick one. See how it's working. See what's the response from cold calling from people. Are people booking in the meeting? See if
Yeah, yeah.
that's really an issue that they are solving. That this particular offer can solve that issue or not.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See what's the problem. Go into the sales meeting and then find out. Right. That's how you can potentially do it. Do you see how the plan is? Right.
Mm-hmm.
Pick any sort of offer that you want to go for right now. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. See what's up with it. So go to sales meeting, outreach using that.
Mm-hmm.
See, if you can close the deal, awesome. That's great. Try it out
Mm-hmm.
for 1 week, see if you get meetings whatsoever, and then we
Yeah.
move on forward from there.
That sounds cool, man. I'm going to look on this.
Okay. Does that sound like a viable plan to you? Or like, any ideas you have, like we can have a discussion about it. What are you
No.
thinking? Just what are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I don't know much about the how the agencies are charging on the brand side. I know the talent side how they are charging on talent side. They are taking a fixed commission, but not
Hmm.
in the company side. I don't know how they are allocating their budgets and what are they are guaranteeing the big agencies. What are they are guaranteeing and how they are able to close the big clients. So I think I might be go for this. I will maybe you can say consultant wise. What do you think of this? I'll go the consultant how they are performing. But the means you say that I'll go and directly reach out to big agency, the big decision makers of how they are doing, and see how they are operating and how they are guaranteeing and how they are landing their clients. If
Hmm.
I saw there is a gap in between and I can build an offer in this, so I think it will more viable. Or what do you suggest on this?
Okay, so you're saying for the talent management side, it's easy, right? You can figure it out.
Project management side is typically easy. We have to only represent our talent. So suppose my talent is very best in cinematography. There is one of my talent is a very best in cinematography and as well as in storytelling. And there
Yeah,
is a scarcity in the market of influencer marketing. There is a scarcity. There are no mainly there are very less influencers in storytelling as well as the cinematography
right.
skill.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
so like Casey Neistat, you have seen very less influencers in this type of category. So brand are willing to pay more for these influencers, right?
Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's typically easy for me as of now. I would say that it's easy for me for influencer side, but from brand side, I want to know the what are the horizon they are looking for, what are the verticals they are looking for, and how I
right.
can support them, how I can. So that's where I was when I was doing the cold call. So if they say I'm lacking in the engagement side, I'm looking for engagement side. So I'll suggest them, hey, we also collaborate with this brand and we have a great, deliver the great engagement for them. And so mainly I'm not going to go and sell our service. We are going to just consult and do and see if they are looking for any kind of, if they are lacking some, maybe agencies are lacking in terms of views or yeah, that's what do you
Right.
think?
No, I hear you. That's a valid point, and I'd say
Um,
you should do that because you are still confused about this big aspect of the brand side.
yeah,
It's like we can't really come up with an offer without really understanding
understanding.
everything in detail.
Hmm.
So, okay, here's what my advice for you would be. Go ahead and go ahead as like a consultant, just
Hmm.
for business opportunities. So you're not directly selling them.
Hmm.
Okay, you're not directly selling them. Say that you have a big influencer network whatsoever, right?
Hmm.
And we're looking for a collaboration on how we can connect you with the biggest of influencers
Hmm.
who can help you with the problems that you're facing. So this is where sales comes as well. Right? Once you get them on a meeting, just find out what's the issues that they're facing right now. Why haven't they done influencer marketing before? And why is it a struggle for them? As you told me that, it's quite like a high pressure. They don't have the time for it, it's really like, the business owners have to go in all directions or whatsoever. So that's
Yeah.
where you are going to consult them to help them that, okay, this is what I can do for you. We can
Mm-hmm.
connect you with an influencer whatsoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in that business opportunity over there, just as an opportunity, you're discussing business. You don't have a particular service that you're selling. It's pretty much that you're networking, essentially. You're
Yeah.
just networking with people to
Mm-hmm.
understand what's going on
Mm-hmm.
and to understand. And then you can potentially see, okay, how can I make money out of this? So I
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't say, Ankit, like right now, it's fairly new agency, right? Don't
Mm-hmm.
directly go ahead in terms of getting money, right?
I
Don't
truly
go
agree.
for selling your service to whatsoever. Just
Yep.
understand the market from the deep end, okay,
Yep.
and see, okay, if is in this business opportunity, what can I make out of it? So do this then
Mm-hmm.
in your actually just tell me what's your cold calling methods right now. How are you outreaching to people? What are you saying to them?
So I made a template. No, 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 no,
Yeah,
not
sure.
a. So I'm telling you directly. So hey,
Okay.
hi. What I do a cold call, and prospect say hi. So then I hello. So they say hello. So after that I speak. Hey, hello. How are you? It's like Jeremy.
Okay, I have an
Jeremy.
idea. I have an idea. Just like imagine I'm a fashion business owner whatsoever, and you called me.
So you will say hello, right?
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Who is this?
Hey, Pranom, Ankit this side calling you from my Candy Media. Uh,
Okay. Wait.
it's similar kind of. I will show it to you my script.
Okay.
Are you able to see my screen?
No.
Just give me a second. Just, just give me a second.
Yeah. No worries.
You know, you are able to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Have a look here.
Okay.
So here, our prospects say hello. So good morning. How is your day going? It's a mixture of do. I've do. On Monday, I will going to go. Hey, how's the Monday going? So they will reply as in a friendly manner. So it's typically like this is Ankit calling you from mainly an influencer marketing agency based out of Mumbai. We help brands to stay top of their customer mind with help of influencers. Do you guys need any kind of help in influencer marketing? So yeah,
Mm.
this
Okay.
here, yeah. So as you can see here, the objections I've written down. What are their main objections? So mainly, I've talked to, as I told you, I've talked to 10 prospect yesterday. So they are mainly objections where we are already working with agency or we have an in-house influencer marketing team.
Mm.
So I've made this script.
Okay. Do you know what? Share this with me. Because I think there's definitely ways that you can improve it. Scroll up,
Mm-hmm.
up. No, like top page.
Top page, okay.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, so you did 10. I mean, if you want to go ahead try with this, maybe this works much better in India. But
Mhm.
most of the time, I think you're gonna get hang-ups. I mean, just talking from my experience. Because if you're telling to people that, do you need any sort of help in influencer marketing,
Mhm.
they don't want to be sold. They directly know that they're being sold. So it's much better to keep it subtle, make it as generic as possible and then move on forward from there. Right? So maybe what you can do is say that if you want to directly start with, hey, is this Ankit calling you from ECM? We're an influencer marketing agency based out of Mumbai, right?
Mhm.
And we essentially connect big influencers with companies like you and etc. So
Mhm.
I was wondering if you guys had space for getting more work, staying more on top of the customer's mind. So instead of saying that, do you guys need any help with influencer marketing, which is very, very direct selling, say that,
Mhm.
oh, are you looking to generate more sales with influencers, big influencers whatsoever? And I really like this, that will help the brands appear on Shark Tank, as well as the Shark Tank, as well as Lenskart. That's a really nice claim. Actually, it's a really strong claim that, so I would suggest you to push it more upward in that script. So maybe what you can do is that, first of all, started with that, are you looking for generate the result that you're providing, right? With
Mhm.
influence, are you looking to connect with more big influencers for your brand whatsoever? Now,
Mhm.
most of the time they will say yes. Okay, most of the time they will say yes. Then after that, once they do say yes, say like, yeah, okay, that's great. So
Mhm.
actually, we've helped brands appear even on big stages like Shark Tank, as well as will help that Lenskart whatsoever.
Mhm.
Support that evidence with that big claim, right? So after that, it's going to be very easy for you because you're already a lot more credible. You've helped brands in Shark Tank as well. That is a really strong claim. Now, and you've
Okay.
also built that urgency, right? That, okay, do you guys need help with? Um, I was wondering if you're open for some more work. So they are open for some more work, right? So that's why you can go ahead with that, right?
Hey,
Uh,
I'm sorry I'm disturbing you. Can you cut this part, the lens card part, and even this Shark Tank one, because we have collaborated with the agencies, and I have signed a NDA with them. So I won't portray as I have represent a lens card or the.
who cares? It's fine. Like, no one will
No,
like it's.
no, if they
It,
are going to play, yeah.
Okay, but don't say that you directly help Shark Tank, but you have helped brands appear on Shark Tank. Is that right?
Mhm. Mhm.
That's already a good claim, as well as the Shark Tank brand called Lenskart. What do you mean by that, by the way?
No, actually, Lenskart we have collected with the agency. The other agency have cracked the code, cracked the campaign with Lenskart. So on that,
Okay.
so as I told you last time, we have done the white labeling service for our other agency as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Okay,
in
I
that.
mean, no, you're not saying anything wrong. You have helped Lenskart essentially, like, for a campaign whatsoever. So you can use that as a marketing angle. And if you speak that really fast, no one will really notice it. It just builds quick value, and then
Okay.
we tend to forget about it. Last year what we used to do, we used to promise free trials to our client. So we used to
Mhm.
say, we're gonna do a free trial for you as well. But if we say it quickly, they understand as well. In the sales meeting, we don't mention anything about it, and they forget about it as well.
Mhm.
They genuinely just forget about it. So you can try this out. If any issues happen, then you can say, yeah, we were working with this agency that was working with Shark Tank. So it's like not directly, but we were working with this, which is true, right? So other than that, push the. I hope I'm not calling on your lunch time more upwards. That's the first thing you should normally do, just out of respect. Hey, is this a good time to speak with you? Then you get them to say, because if they're busy, then they're not even going to hear that properly.
Yeah,
So I'd
yeah.
recommend
Yeah,
for you to
I
push
do
that
this.
upwards.
No, 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 I do this. It's a good time to call you with this. Yeah, I do this.
Okay, okay, yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, so make changes that, like I've said, firstly, don't say, do you guys need any help with influencer marketing? Like, you're gonna get hangups. That yesterday you probably got lucky because of it, but I'm just telling you from experience of doing cold calling since like 2 years. This is not gonna cut it, right? You have to
Okay.
be a little bit more subtle and then move on
Mhm.
forward from there. But okay, sorry, give me a second. All right, so yeah, let's do this
Mhm.
then. Go ahead,
Mhm.
continue this cold calling whatsoever.
Yep.
I like your script right now. It's very
Thanks,
strong as
man.
well, right? Get some meetings booked, okay?
Mhm.
And mainly when you're calling them, in the
Mhm.
cold call script as well, implement the
Mhm.
fact that you're not charging anything. Okay? Say that this is just a business opportunity and I'm just connecting influencers with businesses. That's all. Your agency just connects influencers with businesses. That's the main marketing angle that you're gonna be using. All right?
Mhm.
So use this marketing angle that, okay, I'm not charging you guys anything. I'm just connecting this and seeing if there's an opportunity for me to make money in this. Right? That's all that you're doing. You're a middleman. Right? So that's why you're helping businesses getting more awareness, getting more engagement, getting more social media presence, getting more sales eventually out of it, building their brand, taking their brand to the next level, right? That's the
Mhm.
promise that you're making with them,
So
right? So,
if they give objections like this, so we are already working with agency. So agency is handling their all operations in influencer marketing, or if we have a or they say we already have an in-house team, because influencer marketing is quite expensive for bootstrap brand, I think.
yeah, of course, definitely.
If they are funded, so I check the list. There are many websites. So on that website, I see the brands which got funded recently. So I call them, and they
Hmm.
already have agency and their in-house team. So it's a little
Okay.
tricky to crack to bypass this line.
That
Yeah,
objection, okay, I got it. Yeah, no, you
yeah,
can bypass the objection by simple sales. So let's say they say that, okay, I'm already working with another agency. You're like, okay, oh, all right, I got it. So how is it going on for you right now with them?
that's yeah. I've written in the objection also.
Yeah, so how is it going on for them right now? Or you can say that, or before even doing that, I have another idea. This is like you're sort of doing the sales meeting before only. Before you
And
even doing all of this, I was wondering, let's say in that script when you say that, I was wondering if you're open for some more work with influencer whatsoever. They
yeah,
will
yeah, yeah.
probably say yes. They'll say yes, that are you looking for some more engagement whatsoever. So
So
then, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, we have done this. So they'll say we have in-house team. So having an influencer marketing team shows that you are already ahead of the game, and most likely you are set to grow exponentially, right? So mainly in majority cases I've seen. So when the brand when the brand started using influencer marketing, they are growing exponentially. So they are more likely to hire new in-house members, or they are
Okay.
going to hire new marketing agencies or influencer marketing agency. So at the last, I have done this. Before we wrap up, can I share? So you can read here. Can I share a solution that?
Hmm.
Mhm.
Okay. Right. No, yeah, this is not gonna work. You can try it, but this depends on the way that you say it.
Mhm.
But I had just like a quick idea right now. This
Mhm.
might just be a numbers game, right? In the means of that, let's say when you're contacting people, many people will already have worked with influencer
Mhm.
marketing, right? Many people are
Mhm.
already having working agencies, but many people will generally don't have. You just need
Mhm.
to continue pumping up the numbers, because even like when I was cold calling properly, many people already had a marketing team and I got to reject it in the face, right? So
Mhm.
that's fine. It's completely fine. It's normal. It's just a numbers game. Out of, let's say, 100 people, 20, 30, 40, 50 of them will already have someone working with them. You
Yep.
just have
Yep.
to continue going on. But let's say, of course, we want to try to make out the best with all these stuff we have. So what you can do, this is a little bit tricky, and it's like it depends on the prospect as well. But I saw this in a reel and it could work as well. But let's say when you pitch that, let's say I'm doing influencer marketing whatsoever,
Yep. Yep.
before they even say that we're already working with another agency, what you can say is that in a funny way, you can say, okay, this is the part that you might tell me that you have the best marketing team, you have the best influencer marketing team right now, and you have no
Okay.
help whatsoever, right? You can try that. Yeah, you might have, but I'm just looking out for an opportunity to see what you're doing right now
Okay.
and see if we can additionally build on some value for you guys, put on some more value in the table. So try that. Try it like a funny approach. You
Okay.
might get a great laugh from the prospect as well, and
Mhm.
they'll be a lot more sold. You can
Mhm.
try that, right? But essentially, what I think, this is a numbers game. Many people already have people, and also change the beginning of the script. If they feel that they're being sold directly, they'll
Mhm.
make up stuff as well that we already have a team. They will just
Okay.
make up stuff. A lot of the prospects that we had, they already had a marketing team, but we did good sales with them, and they replaced their marketing team with our agency. So they
Mhm.
fired them for it. And honestly, it's a good.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. That's that. They like. I remember like one client that we had, he already had a
Mhm.
marketing team, but when we were
Okay.
doing the sales whatsoever, we didn't directly start with that we're this agency whatsoever, right?
Okay.
Yeah, we started with the fact that what are you doing right now?
Mhm.
What's the results out of it right now? do you really like it? And one of the best questions that I like in sales is that, if things are going perfectly well for you,
Yeah.
then like why are you even in this call in the first place? Right? But that's later on in the sales meeting whatsoever.
Yeah,
But
it's
things are working perfectly well, then you wouldn't even be disinterested to even having a conversation, right? So there's a reason why they are talking with you. There's a reason why. That's more in the later in the sales process. But maybe if you can find out a way to do this in the cold call, that
Mhm.
okay, you are already having your race, but is that 100% what you want, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, let's say, how happy are you for it?
No, I
You know?
agree. It's this the objection you are saying that it's mainly occur in sales call, right?
No, no, no. It can happen in the meeting cold call as well. They're already
Okay.
working out with, yeah. So a lot of times, let's say when they're telling this objection, most
Mm-hmm.
of the time you'll just have to let it go. It's a deal, it's a loss, but you just move on to the next call. It's a numbers game. I'm telling you, it's a numbers game. But what you can try, you have to try your best. You can try to
Mm-hmm.
get that issue sorted out before only by saying that this is the part that you might tell me that you already have the best team whatsoever in
Mm-hmm.
sales, right? I'll show you a reel. I found it from a reel actually, but yeah, you can try that out to handle the
Mm-hmm.
objection before only in the cold call. Now let's say they did do it, right? They did say it. Then you said that okay, I completely understand.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do is I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
trying to charge you anything as well. I'm just looking for having an opportunity to discuss, right,
Mm-hmm.
on how we can potentially connect with influencers and
Yep.
big influencers like we've done with Shark Tank whatsoever. Make bullshit up. It's fine, right?
So Pranav, there is also a catch. Not we can see a pattern here. Maybe
Hmm?
the big brands are shifting to micro influencers.
Right. Why?
So I think break it down for you as well as the audience who are going to see our episode this.
Yeah.
So mainly, there are three, four category in the influencer marketing. So we call approx 100K to 10K follower range. The
Hmm.
influencer who have follower, we call them nano influencers. 10K to 100K we call micro influencers,
Mm-hmm.
and 100K to 500K we call mid macro influencers, and 500K to above we call mega influencers.
Okay.
Okay, and above 2 million, 1 million, we call them a celebrity or as you know.
Yeah.
So what the pattern I've seen, and even what are discussing on LinkedIn, the guys I'm following right now on LinkedIn as well as the group. So they are seeing that mainly the results are coming from the sales and engagements are getting from micro influencers only. So
Okay.
brand are putting their majority money to on micro influencers. So what I've
Okay.
done, what I've done to bypass the thing, so I have talked with some of the influencers in beauty niche,
Mm-hmm.
and I said to them, okay, I'll bring the brand whichever, and if you uh, accept if I uh, bring a brand on barter basis, so they agree on that. So
Mm-hmm.
what I also express on while doing sales call, I'll do express my thought like this. Hey, we also have a couple of influencers are looking on a barter basis, and mainly the brands are going to accept that
What do you
influencers.
mean by the barter basis?
Barter basis means a product and influencer. They are not giving the so brand is not spending any money. They are only giving the product to influencers and
Oh, right.
influencers.
Yeah, yeah. I did this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this will give in a foot in the door.
Yeah.
So this will give me the foot in the door. So later I'll be like their friend. So I will
Mm-hmm.
tell, hey, how you like the influencers they have collaborated with their barter products or what which you have sent. So they will say, oh yeah, it's TP nice. We have done this. So on that, the foot in the door happen. Then they will more likely to trust me on yeah you as you know. So I'm going
Right.
to ask
So,
questions if they are necessary.
but I have a question like from the influencer side, do they
Okay.
really most of the time accept this barter model?
Yeah, mainly except
They do?
mainly they are nano influencers, micro
Okay,
influencers. They
nano
accept.
influencers they do, yeah. Because I remember like I used to have a YouTube channel a few years ago. A mouse
Okay.
company sent me a mouse, and I accepted it. So I like that idea. Like I promoted their mouse as well. So it can work. It can definitely work. But yeah, that's actually a good plan. That's a good idea. I like that.
It give me the foot in the door, no, right? So
Yeah, yeah, that's much better.
brands will get a free influencer, and influencer will get a free product, and I will get a their pain points. Wow, what are the
So you're
pain
not
points?
really charging any money for it, right?
No. I'm not going to charge any money in between this. I'm just
Okay.
going to connect with a couple of influencers um, who are going to do a barter basis, who are like to do barter basis.
No, no, that's a much better plan. I like that. So what you
Yeah.
can do is that outreach to people in this barter model, okay, in
Mm-hmm.
business, but now you need to nail the marketing and on how you're doing this, how you're
Mm-hmm.
talking with people about this. If you can really convey this model, then
Mm-hmm.
you'll really do good, great in terms of getting clients because it's essentially for free and
Yeah.
everyone benefits in this model. So
Yeah.
that's great. That's a great idea. So outreach to people in that way, build some value, build some connections, and then you can go ahead and pitch them that okay, with let's say providing money for a campaign, we can get
Mm-hmm.
you maybe micro influencers, more influencers, bigger influencers whatsoever, which can
Mm-hmm.
generate much better results. But I have another question. Let's say this in this barter model, what's the direct results that businesses are getting? What is the
So
results that
what?
they're getting?
So they are getting the free distribution of the influencer. The
Okay.
distribution means that they have getting the free views, free engagement
Hmm.
from the influencer side, and they can also repurpose. So they are repurpose on their Instagram as well,
Yeah.
or they can do a cross promotion on
Hmm.
the brand and the influencer. Cross promotion, you have seen many of brands are
Hmm.
using cross promotion type of, or they can they can repurpose their content, influencer content on their
Yeah.
website, blogs, or anywhere.
No, that's good. Okay, so that
Yeah.
can work. But let's say this can definitely work. I think it'll do good as well. But the only
Mm-hmm.
concern that I have is like after this, let's say even in generic, you
Yep.
need to figure out a system or a way on how you can measure the metrics on how much things that the business has gotten in return from
Mm-hmm.
spending with you. You need to figure out a way that you can measure the metrics, you can measure the engagement, you can measure the sales generated, all whatsoever. You have to do that. Do you understand?
Yeah, I know all about the sales, which are the links I'm going to use on
Yeah, that's what I
platform.
wanted to. Yeah,
No,
so like
I
you have a
know
system
the
for that, right?
I know in this all these things in the detail. The only I don't know the on what basis I crack the brand.
Right,
So
yeah, okay, no,
that's the
that's a
thing.
good prompt to have. Because,
Yeah.
okay, essentially, if you have the system set up in place that you can measure all the metrics in place, then you have a good foundation for a business model. All you need to do is get clients in return. You just need to get brands in there. So, okay,
Yep.
go ahead with this. Definitely. Start with cold calling, but fix
Mm-hmm.
the script as I told you right now. Go over this recording. You have to fix the script because, or else you're gonna get many hangups. Portray this idea,
Yep.
portray this barter system. So only in the beginning say that okay, we're connecting influencers and businesses together, and you don't have to
Mm-hmm.
spend a dollar. I mean, any rupee whatsoever. You don't have to spend any money. Say that in the very beginning only, right? And then they'll be much more interested in this, right? And then you can have a proper conversation, even if they have a marketing or even if they have a agency that they're working with. What's the harm in sending a few products of their business to a company, right?
Yeah.
So you can go ahead with that appeal, but
Mm-hmm.
really include that in the script. Your copywriting needs to be good, right? So I would definitely recommend for you to improve the script wise. That's the first thing you have to do, right?
Yeah.
For the next week, try this out and at least hit 50 calls per day. Okay, 50
Mm-hmm.
calls per day and book in a
Mm-hmm.
meeting with the business owners whatsoever and just have a word with them. Just have a good, honest conversation. If you
Mm-hmm.
sign a client, that's great. That's awesome. And then from there on, you can implement a system for them
Okay.
and then figure out the way to generating some money. But yeah, I mean, I see there's no harm in this, right? In this, it's a completely risk-free offer that you have. The offer is
Yep.
essentially that I connect influencers with you without you spending a dollar, right? That's pretty much your offer.
Yep.
Okay, that's a good offer to have. We just need to fix it a little bit, but the offer
Mm-hmm.
that you provide is let's say I'm gonna connect. if you want, you can promise a certain number of influencers, or just one as well works. I'm gonna connect influencers with your business for free to generate you more sales and revenue.
Yep.
That's essentially it. Does that work? Do you want to add a quantitative thing into this?
No, as of now, I don't think we can add a quantitative things because the influencers are not charging any penny for this influence. And if I say that you have the big influencers or other influencers, so you have to generate this type of views or engagement because it's not in their hand also, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the things that you're promising. So essentially, what you can promise is that we'll do 5 influencers who are advertising your product in the
Mm-hmm.
next 30 days,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's your offer. And without you spending a dollar, you will at least get these many people in 30 days. Or to be honest, you know what? No, it's not needed. Right now, you're looking for an opportunity, right? So
Yeah.
you're not charging anything. So there's no need. There's no investment whatsoever. It's just like a free
Mhm.
offer that Devendra is doing. So okay.
And in this, I have seen. I think this will be. I think this will be easy for me. I don't think I've not tried yet, but
Mm,
I think that mainly the small brands, which are spending, which are going to hire in-house team.
mm.
So if I'll charge, and they most likely to take this offer around 20 to 25K INR. So what do you think? If they give it me, I'll accept that, right? And afterwards, I'll increase my price.
So you're saying the same model,
Yeah,
but
and
you
yeah.
charge for it. Okay. So no barter system, no barter model.
No, no, I'm going to give them the other influencers, or should I charge very less to?
No, 25K is really a great amount for getting influencers to do this for you, right? But wait, so the business pays you this much amount of money, then what about the influencer side? Do you pay them the money, or do they just do it for free for advertising the product?
No, they are going to do a free for only they are getting the product.
Right, okay. So they always get the product no matter what.
No, yeah, they are always
But
getting the
in the
product.
future, let's say when you want to target big influencers, they're not really just gonna accept it.
Uh, in the future, mainly the nano and micro influencers accept the product. Even I've seen the macro influencers. Uh, I was about to do a campaign with Samsung S25, S25, S26 Ultra. It's launched
Yeah.
uh, this January. Right?
Mm.
So they are offering a barter product. Uh, Samsung S20, yeah, S series, which they have recently launched, and mainly the macro influencers are ready to do on barter basis. So the
Okay.
product value
Okay,
is
that's on
all,
you. Hmm.
yeah.
You would know more about this if influencers are accepting the borrow model. Then
Yep.
okay, that's fine. And you can charge business, but initially for the first week, just get some connections in the space. So
Mm-hmm.
don't charge them anything as of right now, because
Mm-hmm.
that's the best thing that you can pitch out to people, that I'm gonna get
Mm-hmm.
you influencers for free without any cost to you whatsoever. So that's a great model that you can offer. Once you
Yeah.
get, because I'm going through our notes and etc. You wanted to just learn about this space a little bit more and
Yep.
understand the pain point. So
Yep.
do this first. It's a step-by-step model, right? We're gonna grow together with you in this. So understand this first properly, what's going on with the bar model. Then you can start charging. You can start charging easily. I'd say even like 2 lakhs isn't normal amount that you can charge.
No
Seriously.
man, yeah, it's 2 lakh is typically
With no with
quite
big
normal in
businesses.
India. Yeah, if India is a price sensitive market, and mainly the agents are charging approx 2 to 5 lakh rupees per brand.
I know,
It's a
that's what I'm
so
saying.
yeah, it is
Mm.
solely profit.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great model, and but you just
Yeah,
have to crack the code to finding the big fishes. Initially, you start with this,
initially
okay?
I'm going to start with the small brands who have just got funded and they are going to acquire. So they are going to develop their in-house team or they are going to hire in influencer marketing team. So I'm going
Right.
to
Yeah.
connect because they
Yeah.
have the money in their pocket. So I think this will be.
Yeah, no, that's a good plan, I think. So, Ankit, I think we already went a lot more than usual. But yeah, this was really, really interesting. Like, this was a good workout for my brain as well because this is a new agency model that I'm not really like worked with, right?
Yeah.
But what for actionable steps for you right now, hit those KPIs, hit those metrics with this new offer that you have.
Mhm.
But I would definitely like fix that script properly, okay?
Mhm.
And just be Ankit, just be you yourself. Don't try to say it in like a sad way or whatsoever. Just say it in your way, have your own voice for it, and you'll definitely, get some good results from cold calling, right? Honestly speaking, you can do this with foreign markets as well. For right now, India works. Try
Yep.
cold calling. Try LinkedIn
Mhm.
outreach as well. You can get some bigger fishes, but yeah, that's what I would
Mhm.
say for you to do right now. But yeah, what are you thinking? Like, do you think this you can do this right now?
No, the first place I am thinking to give a cold call, and the second
Yeah.
place will be my LinkedIn. So on
Yeah, yeah.
LinkedIn, yeah, and on LinkedIn, I've also seen they reply on quickly basis.
Hmm.
So in the second place, I will put LinkedIn, and the first place I would put cold call, and afterwards the email marketing and things come when I get a good amount of money in my pocket.
Right. Okay. Okay. So, yeah, I just have a generic question. So you're a student, and you're only doing this as like a business right now. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So yeah, Ankit, that's pretty much it. Like, how was the
Yeah,
session? Do you feel like this was helpful for you?
yeah, it's helpful for me.
Yeah, yeah, okay. So, the main thing is that we want to clarify any questions that you have, let us know, okay?
Hmm.
And I think like this can definitely work out for you well, this plan that we've set together, okay?
Yep.
And after that, once you get into sales meetings, the first person you call is us because we'll teach you the sales. We'll teach you all in detail the sales and everything about that. That's where the
Yeah.
real, like, proper, you'll get a lot more value from our side
Hmm.
more later because right now, all the people that we have in this mentorship, they start like kind of baby steps, right? They start the agency, they're looking to book in more meetings. In our perspective, like the agency model, it's like step by step. You figure out an outreach method, right?
Hmm.
You get into sales meetings, figure out how
Hmm.
to close them. You build an onboarding system. You build a
Hmm.
standard operating procedure that's rinse and repeat for every single client of yours. Then you scale, delegate, and then it's a very like it's a lucrative model that you're printing without even spending much time. You
Correct.
just get into a sales meetings, close deals. You have a team back and everyone who handles it,
Hmm.
whatsoever. And that's the
Hmm.
way that it's a step by step scale, and that we want to go together with like other businesses right now, such as
Agree.
you. Yeah.
Totally agree. So can you
Okay.
recommend
Yeah.
can
Go
you
ahead.
recommend some books on copywriting? I started reading this book called what is the book called? Hey people, squeeze this. Squeeze this
Oh yeah.
by yeah, squeeze the fifth edition. So I've started yeah, I started from this
Yeah.
week.
I have some books right now. There's the Psychology of Success thing. I want to see the name. Shit. But yeah, there's the Psychology of Selling by Tracy. That's really good, Brian Tracy. And then there's also the Human Psychology, the Laws of Human Psychology, or the Laws of Human Nature. Sorry, the Laws of Human
Mhm.
Nature, because then you'll really figure out what people think, what people like, how you can sell them through that method, right? Through
Mhm.
psychology devices. And then there's the influence of persuasion. That's also a good one. Have you?
Mhm.
Yeah, so those three are good. But
Mhm.
you know what? I'll send you some free value. I got this from a course
Mhm.
before, but yeah, it's essentially like how to sell using copywriting. That's pretty much it. And we've made a document from it as well, but we have some other documents as well, which I'll send to you for copywriting. And you can really learn how to sell using that. So I'll send that to you. Yeah.
Yep, man.
Okay. Okay then. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Ankit. We'll stay in touch.
Mhm.
But yeah, I think until next Saturday, every day hit 50 calls. And yeah, just go ahead with your amazing offer that we built together. You can go ahead with that, learn about
Mhm.
this, and then we move on forward from there. Okay?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep. So,
Perfect. All right. See you, man. Bye.
bye.